Hey everybody, happy Sunday, cold Sunday. Wanted to share that it is these two little crazies' birthday this week. They turned one on Wednesday, Harry Potter and Luna Lovegood. And I know that you know them because they're usually interrupting and running around, and they're particularly hyper today because I've been very boring. And so we've been getting into a lot of mischief. So happy birthday to them. I'm Jenny Hensley. I am an effectiveness coach and co-founder of Dynamics. Our goal is to help you reclaim your time so you can reclaim your life and absolutely love your work again. So wanted to start by telling you a little bit about the reason that we do these Facebook Lives and ultimately all of our YouTube channel videos, which our channel is called the Instructional Leadership Channel. Our goal is we work with and coach, facilitate meetings, and really help people make their meetings more effective, use their time more wisely so that there are less meetings and more effective meetings. So we do these Facebook Lives and these videos for you so that you can get the benefit of coaching in little snippets. So one of our most watched videos is about meeting agendas and about meeting mistakes. So, and our hashtag is Stop Bad Meetings. That is our crusade. How are we going to help you stop having bad meetings? So today our topic is really timely when you think about it, meetings, effective meetings, because we're talking about choosing worthy agenda topics. And in several videos, we've talked about agendas, and we've talked about the fact that there should be 3 to 5 items on your agenda. In order for you to get meaningful feedback from your team, you cannot have an overwhelming number of agenda items. So when you're talking about 3 to 5, a great question, and one that I've been asked multiple times in the past week, is how do we choose? How do we know what to put on the agenda? So we have 3 questions that you can use, and this is the most important one. What action do you want from the team? Because if you don't need anything from the team, if you just want to talk to them and give them information, then send it in an email or figure out some other way to do it. The actions that we talk about are you may be gathering input from them, which is probably the most common. You may be asking them to give you a recommendation. You may be rarely asking the group to actually help you decide, which means that you're going to come to consensus on a decision. Or you may be doing some sort of professional development. But you need to first decide, what do I want and need from the team? And if there is not an action, then it shouldn't be on the meeting agenda. So once you've passed that question, what action do you want? The next question is, can you clearly define the purpose? So you know what you want from them, but you're going to have to very clearly help them understand what you want. So making it short and simple and to the point and listed on the agenda, what is the clear purpose? This might be a question because if you're asking them for input, you might need to gather that based on a certain question. So a question or a phrase that can clearly define your purpose, that can be listed in writing on the agenda and in your PowerPoint or your presentation, and also so that the group knows exactly why they're there and why they're coming. Again, these should be no more than 5, 3 to 5, and they should directly link with your mission and vision and your purpose. So the last one to ask, if you've passed those 2 questions, if you haven't passed those 2 questions, then the answer is no, it shouldn't be on the agenda. But, oops, that's the wrong one. The last question is, do you have a clearly defined process, including timeline? So once you have passed those 2 agenda items and you know exactly what you want, you need to figure out how you're going to gather that information, and you need to know the timeline that you need for each agenda item. They need to understand what decision is being made, how it's being made, and then when the decision is going to be made. So those are our 3 questions that you need to ask. The last issue is a little bit separate, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this and have worked with several of our leaders and teams on this. It's what if we have a shared Google Doc or a shared document and we all put on agenda items? How do we control it? So the bottom line is, if you're going to do this, I understand getting input, but sometimes this is rough. First of all, you have to have a clear timeline. If somebody wants to, it needs to be at least a week before the meeting, because the last thing you want is people adding agenda items on Friday afternoon for a Monday meeting. You need to still go through the questions, so you need to share those questions with the group, and you need to make sure they go through them, and then you as the leader or facilitator need to hold them accountable to those. So if you have a shared Google Doc and we know we only need 3 to 5 agenda items and you have 10 on there, you're going to have to be the one that works through the group. It gives you more work, actually, because you're going to have to work with the group to figure out which items are more important. And of course, if it's my item, I think it's more important. So honestly, I don't really like that technique, because I think that an easier way is for you, the leader, the facilitator of the group, to come up with the agenda items, and then also, but leave an open door. If people have something they want to add to the agenda, have them do that. But I do know that that's an issue, especially now with all of the shared documents and time and making sure that you get everybody's input. So if you are going to do it, still use the questions. So the birthday girl and boy are fighting over a toy right now, actually playing with a toy. So I would like you to, this is my new, it really helps us out if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Instructional Leadership channel, like and share the information, especially with people that plan your meetings, because the more people that are planning meetings that have this information, the more we can help to hashtag stop bad meetings. So share our hashtag, please like and share. And if you have any questions, also place those in the comments, because we are happy to share and answer questions. And actually this topic came from questions that we've received. So as always, if you're lucky enough to have this Sunday off, please, please, please enjoy it and do not work. Snuggle up, grab a cup of tea, snuggle with your puppies, and read a book. So have an awesome Sunday.